Hey Ben, I must ask you a question.
Well, Brian, why don't you shave it for later? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shark Week. Just gotcha. No, it's Tim Holtz week. You know what it is. We're back here at CustomCrops. I'm Ben.
And I'm Brian. As most of you probably know, we're part of the shipping team here at CustomCrops.
So today we're going to show you how to make the crisscross cards. That's right. We have the full-size version here and the gift card size.
Which is what we'll be making.
Yeah, that's what we'll be making. We'll give you the dimensions for the full-size card one at the end of the segment. So let's get started. Everybody, as you can see here, we've got everything laid out. We're going to get started. What you want to do is pick two coordinating colors for your card stock. We chose craft brown and white. And what you're going to want to do to make the gift card here is make your cuts at 3.5. This is a 12 by 12 sheet, so you want the dimensions to be 3.5 by 12. So you'll cut it, and it will come out looking like this here. And then you want to do the same thing for the white. So that's 3.5 by 12, and that's for the gift card size. Remember that. Now it'll be the exact same process that you do for the gift card size to get the regular size card. However, the cuts are going to be at 6.5 inches by 12 inches.
6 inches.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, Brian. It's going to be at 6 inches by 12 inches to make this card stock here. And I'm going to show you how to score to get the folds for the gift card right now. So what you want to do is you have your 3.5 by 12 inch card stock here, and you just want to take your Cricut cutter, which also serves as a score, as many of you know already. So we're going to go at 3.5, or I'm sorry, at 4. We're scoring at 4 and 8 inches, people, not 3.5. So what you're going to do next is take your bone folder, and I'm sorry, we're going to use the craft stock for this. You want to fold it over, give it that nice little crease. Give it that nice little crease with your bone folder on the other side.
So to make our crisscross cuts, we want to make sure that we're cutting on the same side of the paper here. We want to make a cut from this inside corner where your fold is down to the outside corner, and then from this inside corner down to the outside corner, and again make sure they're on the same side.
Okay, and there you have it. Got your crisscross cut there, and you're going to want to save these little pieces that come off the end here, because they're going to wind up forming these embossed pieces on the front of the gift card here. We have the crisscross card stock there. It's going to be the base of the card cut. You're going to do the same kind of cuts for these pieces here, but you're also going to want to trim them up just about 1/8 or 1/16 of an inch, whatever suits your eye, to make it fit right in there like that. So now we're going to get started embossing this here. And we're going to be using the Tim Holtz Sizzix diffuser this time instead of the typical ABB sandwich. We know how much you love those, but this time we're going to show you something a little bit different. As you can see, Brian here, he's got the finished product. You can see where the gap in the embossment is there.
You want to line it up wherever you want your stamp to be.
Exactly, and it will give you that flat surface to go ahead and lay that ink down. So, as you know, we got our plate A, plate B, our embossing folder, the Degrees embossing folder, and our cardstock. So there's our awesome sandwich. Just gonna stick that right on in the color bug.
And then for the other side, you'll just run it through. You don't need to use the diffuser, we'll just run it through.
It'll just be your typical ABB sandwich, which you're all familiar with. So
here's a close-up of the embossed paper with the
Tim
diffuser.
Holtz Sizzix
the diffuser. As you can see, you've got the oval right here, flat, smooth surface, and then you've got the embossing around the outside. So what we've gone ahead and done for you already, we stamped a nice, funny little quote for your Father's Day card.
Lawn Fawn stamps over here in our stamping block. Of course, you're all familiar with these products.
So before we go ahead and glue anything down, we're going to diffuse.
Distress.
They both start with a D.
That's right.
And an I.
Right? Too many S's? I don't know.
Yep. So just get some ink on your applicator and do a little swirl action with your applicator. Go ahead and distress that out a little bit.
Now the swirl action, that's essential because it will give you that equal spread across the cardstock.
Nice blend.
Yes, yes.
You can open this up and do it.
There we go.
So before gluing, that's what it'll look like. So we've already glued, as you can see, our white pieces onto the front here. Our next step is to glue the flaps down into the middle. So when you're gluing this down, you want to make sure it's right on the edge. Otherwise, when we stick our insert in, it's going to stick right on there. We don't want that.
Negative.
You want Dad to be able to read the nice little quote on the inside.
There.
And there you go.
Okay. So just grab any white cardstock that you've got laying around and you can make this insert. What you're going to want to do is cut it at 3 3/4 inches by 6 inches and then score at 3 to get that fold there. And then you, of course, use your bold and folder, of course. Who could fold anything without those? I can't. Okay, so now that we've got the cardstock cut, what you're going to want to do is insert it into the holder itself so that you can line it up for the final stamp that you can put on the top there. We've done a bow tie for the gift card holder, or I mean
a necktie.
A necktie. Thank you for the full size one there. So now Brian's got that lined up, and I think we need some black soot. It's a good thing we're using the Tim Holtz distressor inks that come with these labels on the sides, huh?
We actually had to print off the labels.
Right, but there's a
as we showed you in the video from yesterday. Or 2 days ago.
Wonderful.
So we've got our bow tie stamp on here. Just get that all juiced up in the ink. Wipe off any excess you have around.
Or you could wind up with a gift card holder looking like a Rorschach test.
And there you have it.
Oh, that's a black tie event if I've ever seen one. The final touch here is going to be the tab that you install on the back here, and we're just going to use duct tape, because if you can't duck it, throw it out. I know what you were really thinking. So Brian's just folding that up, and make sure you have the card open while you do this so that there's you're not taping the card closed and there's space to put the card in there, so it's an actual holder and not just another card as well. So the final touch though is, we all know duct tape can hold anything, but we're going to make sure it stays on there with Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher, and just give it a little punch. Voila! And there you have your final product. Happy Father's Day. Alright guys, that's it for this time. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check the credits for the dimensions for both cards.
As well as the product list.
The product list, yeah, of the supply list for what we use to build these. So stay tuned and we'll see you tomorrow.